You ask an AI to write a biography of a famous scientist. It provides a stunningly detailed narrative, complete with groundbreaking research, prestigious awards like the Bower Award, and poignant quotes from their acceptance speeches. It sounds flawless, the perfect summary. But a nagging doubt leads you to search. And that's when you make a chilling discovery. The Bower Award doesn't exist. The research was credited to the wrong person. The heartfelt quotes were never spoken. The entire story, so confidently presented, was an intricate tapestry of fiction. This phenomenon is casually labeled as hallucination, a term that makes it sound like a fleeting, harmless glitch. That is a dangerously comforting lie. What we are witnessing is not a minor bug, but a fundamental and inherent characteristic of how this technology operates. It is a systematic generator of confident, persuasive, and entirely fabricated information. And as these models are woven into the very fabric of our digital lives, powering our search engines, our news aggregators, and our decision-making tools, this flaw transforms from a curious anomaly into a critical threat. The lies are not going away, they are evolving, becoming more sophisticated and more deeply embedded. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the architecture of deception. We will dismantle the why, exposing the core mechanic that makes truth an alien concept to these systems. We will journey through the real-world wreckage, looking at the tangible, serious damage already caused in courtrooms, hospitals, and personal reputations. And we will cast our gaze toward a frightening future, where the very data used to birth the next generation of AI is already poisoned, creating an inescapable cycle of compounding falsehoods that could make reality itself a contested concept. To understand this, we must first abandon a comforting illusion, that an AI like ChatGPT is a digital encyclopedia or a fact-checking librarian. It is neither. At its absolute core, it is a statistical prediction engine of breathtaking scale. It has digested a colossal portion of the internet, learning the intricate patterns, rhythms, and relationships between words. Its sole function is to answer the question, given a sequence of words, what is the most statistically probable word that should come next? It is, in essence, an autocomplete system elevated to a godlike level. It has no consciousness, no understanding of truth, and no database to cross-reference. Its success is measured by coherence and persuasiveness, not accuracy. So, when it invents a scientific study, it's because the sequence of words it generated, the study's name, its authors, its findings, sounds perfectly plausible based on the millions of real studies it has consumed. It is assembling a convincing fiction, not recalling a verified fact. Confidence is its default setting, regardless of the underlying reality. The gravity of this flaw is not theoretical. It is already leaving a trail of consequences in the real world, shattering careers, endangering health, and eroding trust. Let's step into a United States courtroom. Two attorneys tasked with representing their client used ChatGPT to supplement their legal research. They asked for precedents relevant to their case, and the model dutifully provided them with a list of several prior rulings, complete with case names, voluminous citations, and detailed summaries of the judge's opinions. The lawyers, assuming the tool was a reliable research assistant, embedded these citations into their formal legal brief and submitted it to a federal judge. The problem? Every single one of those cases was a complete fabrication. The case names were invented. The citations pointed to nothing. The legal opinions were pure fantasy. The lawyers didn't merely make a simple error, they unknowingly presented fabricated legal authority to a court, an act of profound professional negligence that resulted in sanctions and public humiliation. The AI wasn't malicious, it was just being what it is, a storyteller, not a scholar. Now, shift from the courtroom to the doctor's office. Imagine an individual experiencing a set of confusing and alarming symptoms. Anxious for answers, they turn to a sophisticated medical AI chatbot. They describe their condition, and the AI, designed to be helpful and definitive, provides a diagnosis of a rare, aggressive disease. It outlines a specific, complex treatment protocol, citing recent, but entirely fake, clinical trials. The panic-stricken individual, trusting the authoritative tone, might delay seeking actual medical care or, worse, begin a dangerous self-treatment regimen based on this hallucinated advice. The line between a helpful tool and a digital charlatan becomes terrifyingly thin. And the damage extends to the most personal realm of all, our reputations. AI writing tools are already being used to generate professional biographies and news summaries. There are documented instances where these systems have generated defamatory content about real, living people, inventing criminal histories, alleging professional misconduct, or creating entirely false personal narratives. Once this AI-generated libel is published online, it takes on a life of its own, creating a digital ghost that can haunt its subject for years, causing immense personal and professional harm that is incredibly difficult to erase. So, we face a critical question. If this problem is so well known, why is it not being solved? The terrifying truth is that the problem is actively getting worse, and the reason lies in a vicious cycle known as model collapse, or AI data inbreeding. We are now living in a world where the internet is being flooded with AI-generated content. Blog posts, news articles, social media threads, and even books are being written not by humans, but by large language models. And what is the primary source of data used to train the next, more powerful generation of AI? The internet. The very same internet that is now increasingly saturated with the outputs of their predecessors. We are now training new models on a diet of their own hallucinations. It is the intellectual equivalent of inbreeding. The subtle errors, biases, and fabrications of the current models are being ingested, learned, and then amplified by the next models. They are learning from their own collective fiction. Each iteration risks compounding the errors of the last, baking these digital lies ever deeper into the foundation of the technology. The noise is slowly drowning out the signal. This problem is set to explode in complexity with the rise of multimodal AI. We are no longer just dealing with text. An AI can now hallucinate a fake historical event, generate a photorealistic image depicting that event, and then write a convincing news article describing the image. It can create a completely self-consistent, synthetic reality that is utterly detached from truth. As these outputs become more immersive and coherent, the human ability to discern fact from fabrication will be pushed to its absolute limit. The battle to ground these verified data is a monumental technical challenge, an arms race between creation and correction. But this places the ultimate responsibility squarely on us, the users. We must undergo a fundamental shift in our relationship with this technology. We cannot see it as an oracle. We must see it as a deeply flawed, yet brilliant, creative partner. Its every output must be met with a default stance of skepticism. It is a starting point for inquiry, not the final word. The burden of verification, the fact-checking, the source tracing, the critical thinking, must remain a human responsibility. It is a tax we pay for using this powerful tool. The AI that lies is not a temporary glitch, it is a permanent feature of the current technological paradigm. Its existence is a constant test of our own intellectual rigor. If we outsource our judgment to these systems, we risk building our personal and collective understanding of the world on a foundation of digital quicksand, where truth is determined not by evidence, but by statistical probability and persuasive language. If this deep dive into the inherent flaws of artificial intelligence has made you more aware of the challenges ahead, then subscribe to this channel. We are committed to navigating the promises and perils of our technological future with clear eyes. Now, I have to ask you, in your own interactions, what is the most convincing, bizarre, or potentially dangerous hallucination you have ever witnessed from an AI? Share your story in the comments below. Let's document the scale of this issue, together.